Imagine a brand that is so bad, there's a whole victim support group for it on Facebook. Take that, Beetles. It's given countless of professionals allergies.
In the last week, I've had 3 people react.
Been involved in numerous dramas. Meanwhile, the owner, well, she's laughing all the way to the bank. But the thing is, people are upset for the wrong reason. And in this video, I'm going to explain why. Because everyone needs to know what's going on with this brand. It's bad. So move over, Beetles, because if y'all thought they were the worst brand in the industry, you're gonna want to sit down for this one. Hello besties, if you're new here, my name is Ren, and I developed an allergy to hema, HEA, HPMA, and acrylomorpholine back in 2024, and refused to give up gel polishes, and have done over a year's worth of research testing brands on myself to find brands that work for me and my allergic girlies. So if this sounds like something you're interested in, please make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell icon so you don't miss any of my videos. Only 40% of you that regularly watch my videos are subscribed. What's up with that? Anyway, let's just jump right into it because today's topic is actually really bad. And this has pissed me off so bad. This brand proves why user error is a cop-out, because this brand used user error and gaslit thousands of nail techs into thinking that their and their clients' allergies were just all their fault. The difference between their controversy a few years ago and the one they're in now is that I'm here. It's actually an insult to our intelligence because this is readily available on their website. Now let's just do a very quick recap of all the drama this brand has had previously. There is literally a Facebook group that talks about this brand, and it's only for professionals. So again, you can miss me with the whole user error BS. This is what I mean when I say brands and formulation matters. These are all professionals. This brand was exclusively used by professionals. So you're going to tell me it's user error from them too? Come on now. When the first reports of allergies started coming out, the brand was like, that's user error. But all these nail techs banded together and said, we can't all be making this many errors. And they were right. Now, from the past, we're talking 2024, I've seen many videos and comments of people claiming that the gel bottle actually contained much more HEMA than they claimed. While I haven't been able to find any definitive evidence of that, if you guys have some, please send it my way. What I can say is that they were most likely lying because they still are, and I will show you. A thing we always have to keep in mind is that, because I've seen this floating around lately, and it's being said you can't tell a formula by the SDS. And that is true. I've said this before. However, when companies are not being transparent, all we have to go on is the SDS. The SDS is meant to report on hazardous materials. Most ingredients used in gel formulations are hazardous materials. So is it meant to tell you an exact formula? Absolutely not, because that kind of defeats the whole purpose, right? Then all these companies would be forced to give up their proprietary formulas and everyone could just replicate them. So I completely understand, and I need you guys to understand, that an SDS is not a formulation document. It's not going to tell you the exact formula and everything that is in a product, but it does give us a pretty good picture. And again, it is required of them to report on hazardous materials. The entire point of an SDS and why you need to legally have one on hand if you're using this professionally is so that workers and anyone exposed to this can know what hazards they're being exposed to. So can we know for sure whether a product is curing or whether a product is good or bad? Not definitively without a lab, but we have a pretty good idea. Like when a company says they have 47% photo initiator and we know that's not possible, we can safely assume that the SDS is a complete load of crap. That's the thing about an SDS, is that it's self-reported by the manufacturer, so they can literally say whatever they want. And that is why I test products on myself, because my body is the best lie detector when it comes to certain ingredients. She knows. Anyway, I know that was a lot, but it's very pertinent to what we're about to go over, because this is what the gel bottle has put on their public website. At this point, they really are just insulting our intelligence. Now, this was actually sent to me by a bestie across the pond, Harry. We started DMing about the whole gel bottle controversy, and he was the one who found these SDSs and was like, hold up, what is this? And I mean, you can see my surprise in our message exchange here, because what on earth is going on here? Now this, from Bell Bottle's own website, is the original SDS for their original BIAB. And we've got dipentoerythritol hexaacrylate at 25 to 50%, hydroxypropyl methacrylate at 10 to 25%, hydroxyethyl methacrylate at 10 to 25%, isobornyl acrylate at 10 to 20%, and TPO at 3 to 5%. Now, even if the claims that they're misrepresenting their HEMA content aren't true, they don't need to be, because this is a fairly high monomer content regardless. And I think that's maybe where people are getting it confused, because I know that a lot of people just think like HEMA is like the only bad thing out there. And so they'll be like, oh, they had to have lied about their HEMA content. Not necessarily, because this SDS is not great on its own, especially for a product like Builder in a Bottle, where you're doing pretty thick layers. Because even if we go by the absolute lowest percentage in the range, that's still over 30% monomer. Now, let's look at their reformulated sheet. Now, the main controversy right now and why a lot of nail techs are angry is because they reformulated, removed HEMA, and didn't tell anybody. So these nail techs were just using the product as they regularly do, and they were having clients coming back with lifting and full-blown allergies. And here's why I think the situation is so incredibly messed up, because nail techs are relying on these products. This is, we all know Beetles is crap. It's a DIY product. Use it at your own risk. But this is a professional product that nail techs are trusting, that is full tested system and safe for them to use on their clients. And of course, the clients don't know any better, but it's not the nail tech's fault. But now the clients and the nail techs have to suffer the consequences. Not to mention that the full system is literally a sun UV lamp. They have been called out for this previously.
Swears their curing lamp is the only one that'll give a proper cure. But when you look closer, it's basically identical to the sun UV lamp.
It's a lamp right up here, the infamous lamp, the one that's $150. But if you take a closer look, you can see that this product is actually a collaboration with Sun UV.
Because they have marked up a sun UV lamp by 100% and said it's the only thing that cures their products. Like I said, there's going to be a lot to unpack in this video. All right, so let's have a look-see at the new BIAB. 50 to 75% hydroxypropyl methacrylate. Yep, you heard that right. But wait, there's more. You'll see this little second ingredient there. It says monoalkyl esters of methacrylic acid. And immediately you're like, what the heck is this, right? Well, when you look it up, it's iboma, another monomer, 25 to 50%. So at minimum, we have 75% monomer content. So the reason you're having retention issues isn't the lack of HEMA. It's the fact that allegedly, and just speculation, at 75% monomer, is this curing? Again, folks, this is a builder in a bottle. You are meant to apply this in thicker layers. Of course, this is a problematic product. Of course it's causing issues. Of course it's causing allergies. I am going to keep saying this till I am blue in the face and until the day I die. Brands are a problem. It's not all user error. And I have gotten to a point where I literally couldn't care less who disagrees with this, because the proof is in the pudding. Now, that one we just looked at was their TPO and hema-free. Let's look at the one that is just hema-free. Here's where things get fun, right? The only ingredient is the monoalkyl esters, which, as we now know, is iboma. 25 to 50%. And that's the only ingredient. Where's the photo initiator? Where are all the other ingredients? We know this one doesn't claim to be TPO free. Now, the fact that they have a separate SDS for a separate line that is both HEMA and TPO free, but this one is just HEMA free, I guess would tell me that this has TPO, but we don't know because they literally list one ingredient. We know it's impossible to formulate a gel with just one ingredient at 25 to 50%. This is against OSHA regulations. Now, I'm not sure what governing bodies y'all have across the pond, and Harry can definitely chime in the comments below if there is a place where y'all can report this. I strongly suggest that you do, because this is insane. And the most insane part is how the owner literally just doesn't care. She didn't care then in 2024 when all these allergies started coming up, and she definitely doesn't care now, as we can all clearly see. It's insulting. It's disgusting. Now, of course, I'm sure we'd all love to ask them why, and if they could provide any sort of testing that shows that it's at least curing. But they can't do that because they don't make this stuff. I'm willing to bet that if you ask the owner what's actually in her products and why she chose to formulate them this way, she's not going to have a single clue. Allegedly. Speculation. I don't know why this brand just gives me the suing vibe. But just like everybody said I was going to get sued by Beetles, and here I am still unsued, because you can only sue someone for defamation and slander if it's untrue. Just let that one sink in. And if they did sue me, we would have to go into mediation, where I would get all the discovery and they'd finally have to provide lab testing to refute any claims from their own SDS. So alas, that hasn't happened, and it's not going to. So y'all can stop commenting I'm going to get sued by Beetles now, thank you. And I'm fairly certain that it's going to be the same thing with this company and any other company I talk about, because all I ever do is show the company's own SDSs and you guys can form your own conclusions. So yeah, folks, I'm sure we can sit here for hours and go through this mess of an SDS. Okay, Dr. Seuss. But I think y'all get the point. Now, if you want to look at these yourself, they are all readily available on the Gel Bottle website, which, I mean, kudos to them for that one and for being transparent about it. But there's a reason Madam Glam was hiding their SDSs. And if this is what they're comfortable putting out publicly, that's what clearly tells me that the owner and employees of this company have no idea how bad their products actually are. Allegedly. All right, folks, that is all for this one. Woo, this one got me heated because, my God, it's a pro brand. It's for professionals who are going to be using this on unsuspecting, innocent clients. And Beetles can finally take a breath, because this, I think we can all unanimously agree, is the worst company in the nail industry. As always, if you aren't already, please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Subscribing is free, friends. And you know what else is free? All of the time and effort that I put into these videos, because the only way that I can earn pennies on all the time and effort I put into my content is from you guys' engagement. This needed to be addressed, and anyone who is using this stuff needs to know about this, because the conversation is just centering around the retention issues and the removal of hema when it goes so much deeper than that. All right, so let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Have you used this brand? What has your experience been with it? Is this what gave you your allergy, like the other 40,000 people in that Facebook group? Or has it given your clients allergies? I can't wait to participate in this comment section. As always, thanks for hanging out with me, and I will see you in the next one.